Aloha, my name is Krista Lakshmidettan. I am your beautiful holistic wellness and holistic business coach as well, inner alchemist. And today, let me share with you what did I learn about manifestation while being caught in the rip current in the ocean last Sunday. So this was like a regular nice summer day here in Florida. So I was on the beach with my beautiful husband, and I decided to do a little stretch of swimming with my Mars snorkel and fins as well. The conditions were pretty rough, and my husband was even reminding me maybe it's not a really good idea to even do that today, or if you do it, like keep yourself very close to the shore, which is basically something which I tried to do. But then suddenly I couldn't touch the ground anymore, and I was just pulled to the side. And as I was trying to keep my head into the water with my mask and snorkel, I got a little into the panic because it was just like pulling me so strong. And as I was in it, I understood that, okay, I need to focus on my breathing because my breathing started to really get out of control. And I focused on my breathing, and then I was like trying to position myself and first like kind of going parallel to the beach, because most people try to go straight back, and that's not the good tactic with the rip current. So I kind of got myself out of it, and then I let the next wave kind of like push me in. And as I was doing that, the lifeguard already saw me and was whistling, which of course didn't really help because it just like kind of stressed me out even more. But he was there like in the movies, you know, with the red swim shorts and everything, and just ran to me and asked if I was okay. By that time, I was already in very shallow waters and just sitting and kind of like a little bit in a shock. So that went really well. I broke my fin, but other than that, it was just like kind of a little scare. And now, as I've been kind of like, you know, going back to the moment, trying to figure out like what was this telling me about and what was the bigger message, I have got some really interesting insights from it. So most people, when it comes to manifesting, we are really like kind of doing it very structural way, like almost like manufacturing, manifesting. And what happens is we are just kind of focused on that goal, and we are almost like kind of rigid while moving towards it. And we may actually also miss the signs on the sidelines, which are trying to give us the message, or like kind of, give ideas how to do it like better and easier. So in my case, I had the goal of swimming at least 1,000 meters that day. And I knew that I had been swimming in conditions like that there before, but I hadn't been doing that long of a stretch. I usually turned around where the lifeguard station was and then went back. And obviously, a little further down, that was where the current had created the rip current. So once I got there, it just kind of started to pull me out very quickly. So so this is like, a reminder to us that, when the conditions are kind of telling you like, oh, maybe you should readjust it, or maybe today is not the day, you could do that and then figure out, what's the best way to adjust, So now being in the rip current, like the first thing what happens is when the panic takes over, also our inner saboteurs who are here to actually help us to survive, they turn on full gear. And when they turn on, they usually use like a negative experience or negative emotion. And when they kind of get stuck on that, they amplify that because they want you to lose control in a way so that they can take control of your situation and whatever the case is. So I knew that one of the first and fastest way out of any negative situation or panic is actually focus on breathing. So whatever else is happening in your life, also whether manifesting or not manifesting, breathing is one of the first activating elements to change it towards more of your energy, you know. And secondly, so as I got my breathing down, then my logical mind was back on track and in the captain's seat, on the captain's seat. And then I could start to think like, oh, wait a minute, what was it I was supposed to do once I'm in the current? Okay, I need to go the other way first and then kind of head back in. And that's what I did. If I had continued be in the, panic mode, I would probably, I probably wouldn't have drowned because the lifeguard was pretty much there already. But still, it would have been a very kind of uncomfortable situation. So now as I was doing the breathing, I got the control back. And this is also another thing, what happens when we are frantically manifesting or we are doing it in a very manufactured way. What happens is that we are very, very blind to everything else what's happening around. And then it gets very rigid and then it needs a lot of effort and it may even, cause accidents or, discomfort anyways. So it is very good thing to start with the breathing. If you don't know breathing techniques, so usually it's, start to do like slower breathing rhythm. If you don't remember any particular rhythms, just like breathing in and out like slower than usual is also a very good technique. There are lots of other techniques which are saying breathe in 4, in the count of 4, hold 4, and then breathe out 8. So this is a very good free divers breathing technique, works really well. Also, when you're breathing, you bring more oxygen into your body and into your brain. And that's also what it helps, other than, changing your chemistry inside. It's also helping you to also relax more and alkaline your body. And when you are alkaline, you're not stressed, So in order for us to manifest like powerfully, it is very important that we are in that relaxed state and also in that alkaline state. When you are acid, when you are stressed, when you are in panic and like God knows whatever negative stuff in addition to that, it's really, really hard to manifest with ease. It's possible, but it's so much more harder. So now, as I was thinking clearly, so I changed and I got my strategy, like, okay, swim out and then swim back in. And then going back in, I knew that I could put more effort to, swim back in myself, or I was using the wave as my helper or as the turtles do, just kind of let the wave kind of push me to the shore. So this is another amazing thing, what happens when you are listening to your divine guidance as well. It is helping you to find the easier ways. Yes, you can put all that effort and extra calories and extra moves to swim to the shore yourself, or you could find and position yourself right so that the wave actually pushes you in. And if you can even do body surfing while, surfing in. So it's also adding a fun element to it, right? So what a wonderful experience now looking back at it. While in it, no fun, but now looking back at it, like really good. So now when I look at this process and situation from the sage perspective, the sage element is in all of us. This is the higher self, the part of you who always knows the divine in everything. So what the sage was saying, like, how good that you got this experience with just so little discomfort. Now you will be more careful. And this is what I wanted you to experience. So you would be more careful and don't take it like, kind of lightheartedly. So, and that really served the purpose, because after that, I've been like extra careful looking at the situation. So that was a good thing. Another thing was, I was like, why else did I manifest that experience? What else did I need to experience there? So currently I have another challenge in my life where I actually feel kind of similar way. So as I was in the water, I started to feel that I am losing control. And losing control is one of the things which I really don't like, because I come from the background where this was like a regular thing. I didn't have control. I didn't have control of my own conditions. I didn't have control what others were doing. And I was really in an environment where this was very complicated. So as I left that environment as a grown adult, what I started to do as automatic after that was I started to create and manifest everything in my life from that point of view, how not to lose control. And it works, and it has worked, and it has, helped me to manifest like many amazing things from all over the world and travels and whatnot. But it also is a very old way of creating things. So when I flipped it on the side and went deeper into it with my sage, I was like, what's on the other side of control or losing control, a fear of losing control? And it's surrender. So my sage was even, asking what would have happened if you would have just like surrendered and just went out with that wave. What would have happened? And as I played that like scenario, I was like, okay, the lifeguard would probably have come to save me. Further down, I had my husband who was like watching the whole situation as well. But because the lifeguards were closer, he let them do his job, his job. So the reminder was, even when you surrender, there is always someone or something else, in my case, even like double, a protection there to help you in that situation in case you need help when you are in it. And now the key to really let yourself go into that surrender element, which is the new way, a new time energies way of creating. It's creating from that feminine flow of energy. So as you are going into that, fully into that, like, okay, I'm afraid of letting go of control. Okay, let me now let go of control. And then you do it. It's only possible if and when you trust that you can surrender and that the help or assistance is there. And these elements are so important in the new time energy, kind of like creating things, and we take those things so like for granted, but once they happen, we can really like realize like, wow, yeah, this is very, very powerful, and this is how it works. So now the trust element is a very key element, because you can't let go of the losing of control element here and jump into the surrender side. The bridge between those two is trust. So whether it is, you are asking for something, and then you are like pushing, doing something, you are like holding on to it because you're afraid of losing control. So, and then as long as you are afraid of losing control, till then, trust cannot really do anything for you and can't guide you to that other side where the surrender is waiting for you, making things easy and flow and the rest of it, you know, which is all the feminine elements of manifestation and creation. So this, what I just now shared with you, is one way how I, as a holistic coach, look at my own, you know, situations and challenges in my life. I take them apart like real, like, you know, holistic coach, kind of like detective, like, okay, why did that happen? What was the message? What was underlying this? What other elements are here? And as I go deeper into it, I see all the reconnecting elements. And now, as I'm recording this video, I even reconnected some other parts which I didn't even know, which is part of me. Like, I'm supposed to share this. As I'm sharing this, I'm also clicking with some other elements and some other parts which I didn't even know prior, you know, recording this video. So this is also tapping into our, you know, life mission. And over the years, you have seen many of my YouTube videos too. I've had like ways of like focusing on this thing or another thing. And this is my spirit, which has had seasons of these different things, like, you know, coming. And now it's actually starting to guide me back to manifestation. And I'm so excited. Very soon, I'm going to start to create a new subscription as well, a program called Money Alchemy Manifestation with quantum energies and all of that. So this is all a warm up. So if you're already interested to join that in the future, let me know down below so we can already start the list of waiting list of people interested. So let me know if this video was exciting and inspiring for you. If you have similar experiences, what were your like highlights from this story? And always, please share it with as many as you can, and always subscribe and let me know if you have other suggestions for future videos. Lots of aloha. Till the next time.